What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Fantasy Football Game Show brought to you by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my ravishing co-host, John Lou Garofalo, Joey Wright, and joining us today, a member of the Front Yard fam, former co-host of the Fantasy Football. What was our show called again, Coop?
I don't even know.
The Front Yard Fantasy Morning Show. And current lead NFL analyst over at Fantasy Alarm. We got Coop A. Fiasco here with us. What's up, Coop?
What's up, dudes? How we doing, man? It's always good to get on these waves with you guys, man. It reminds me of old times, and you too, Joey, and you too, buddy.
No. I was told, I was all excited. Samaje P. Ryan first gets a touchdown, first time this season. Come in the show all excited, and they're like, Coop's the guest. Just like, way to ruin my effing day.
Ruined it. You love me. And
I do love you, Coop.
Yeah,
I do love
you did it, dude. Yeah,
Joey,
so we're here.
The bad news is we did have to promise Coop half of your peanuts for today's show in order to get him to come on. So your daily peanut allowance.
No, I'm excited, Coop's
and it's actually the half that I didn't already steal. So it actually turns out that I had now all.
Yeah.
So sorry.
We got Dustin in here, hype for today's show, and on Team Joey, as always, our chat historian stopping by with some Coop stats. Coop is making his 12th FYF game show appearance. It's playing in his 6th FYF game and still looking for that elusive first win.
So, okay, first of all, Craig, shut up. Second of all, I played because the morning show. We play a lot of these games. I believe I won a couple of those games. And the third thing, here's the crazy part, is that this is the first time I've ever played Jeopardy on here, and I'm pretty sure that I've never played on this particular show, the 3 o'clock show. I've never played anything other than poll perception. Like I swear, Jay would go out of box. We're gonna keep. Jay would go out of his way to. What are we doing? Like a secret poll perception today? Like
every Jeopardy question is actually just poll perception hidden in a Jeopardy category.
Yeah. So I've always had to play the most impossible game as well. So it'd be interesting.
Whenever Disney bought Star Wars, or I don't know if you know this, they took a lot of the old comics and things like that, and they said this is no longer canon. This is Star Wars Legends, and it becomes myth, and it's still out there. You can still read it, but it doesn't impact the plot. We're allowed to cross out these storylines.
Oh, that's genius.
The Front Yard Fantasy Morning Show is now Front Yard Fantasy Legends. It is not canon. So I understand you have those wins, and we can tell those stories. They're great stories, but it is myth at this point.
That's great. So now I'm like basically autogram. Right, like the Super Bowl era, like it wasn't called the Super Bowl then, so none of it counts.
Exactly. There's autogram of the Star Wars Legends Fantasy universe.
I've never been happier that we've just done this to him. I'm unbelievable,
man. Dustin said loser of today's game has to do fast time quick guy. Yeah, Koopy. And we got Dave in the chat ready for today's show. Hype. Hey. Cody Smith in here saying double account likes, man, putting in the work. I appreciate it, Cody. And Herms stopping by said, bring back the vague movie descriptions category or we riot.
Facts.
Great category. I just read this, Herms. So you're going to have to give me at least one more game of Jeopardy to comply with your demands, please.
You will forget.
We got Tommy in the chat saying I show up early and this is how you treat me. What's up, Tommy? Welcome in, my friend. And Albert stopping by as well. What's up, Albert?
Albert, the man.
Damien here with the hey FYFers. What's up, Damien? Welcome in. And Craig said, I was specifically told I had to separate morning show games out. You did win some of those.
I think that's fair. Yeah. Now all my wins are like, Pocahontas, like the colors of the wind, right? They're just like the tales that come out of the campfire, but they didn't actually happen.
We got Scampers in here. Howdy, FYF fam. And Coop with the Grimace Gang emoji down there in the chat.
Grimace Gang, baby. Let's go.
Also, Dave asking up front saying grab bag, 500. Let's effing go, baby.
Give him 500.
That's what Dave wants. Okay, Dave, here is your first question.
I did play. So Craig points out that I did play Fantasy Fortune once. It was a team game with me and Kelly Singh. So I have played 4 poll perceptions and we lost.
And you lost.
You did tie in a poll perception, Coop. Give yourself some credit where it's deserved. But today, Coop is going to be trying his luck at a different game, a game that we call Fantasy Football Jeopardy. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I will explain the rules here ever so shortly. First and foremost, we love Coop. You love Coop. Go follow Coop on Twitter at Coop A Fiasco. Truly, I know we always hype him up for his tight end takes, and he does some great tight end work out there, but overall, just a great analyst and a funny follow there on the Twitter sphere. Sorry, the X sphere. After you follow Coop, head on back over to our YouTube channel where you're probably watching this stream. Hit that like button, and then if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's the easiest way to make sure you don't miss out on what we're doing here at Front Yard Fantasy. Right now, it's Jeopardy, and you would have missed it without that. I'm going to go ahead and pull this board up, guys. You can take a sneak peek at the categories while I explain the rules, and then we will get into it. The game today is Fantasy Football Jeopardy. If you've ever watched the popular TV show Jeopardy, this is going to look very familiar, but with some small changes. First and foremost, since it is Fantasy Football Jeopardy, most of these questions will be about the NFL or fantasy football. On your turn, you will be able to pick a question on the board that you want to answer. Unlike normal Jeopardy, we will not be buzzing in. We are going to be going in turn order. If you get that question right, you're going to add that money to your score. No negatives for incorrect answers here during normal Jeopardy. But one more thing, if you get it right, you will get to pick the category for the person that goes after you. So, Coop, you're going to be up first. You're going to have free reign of this board. You can go wherever you want. If you get it right, you're going to get to tell JL what category, not the value, but just the category that he has to pick from for his next question. We'll go like this till we run out of time, run out of questions, or run out of fake plants to put behind JL, at which point we will move into Final Jeopardy. This is the one and only question in the game where you can lose money. I'll give you a category. You write down a wager between 0 and the total amount you have earned up to that point. Whoever gets it right is going to add that money. Whoever gets it wrong will subtract it. The person with the most money at the end of Final Jeopardy is our champion. We will fax you your Kohl's cash within 48 business months.
I have a question.
X.
Yes, I raised my hand for, like I was in elementary school. Simon, what happened to the hell category I asked for? I said specifically, can I please have a category called hell? So every time I get a question, I can tell Coop to go to hell. Where is it?
Joey, I am sorry. My Catholic mother saw the game that I made and told me that I had to take it out because it was sacrilegious. She said at worst I could have a purgatory category.
I was told that there would be a category based entirely on Alfredo Brown. That's why I wore my bomber jacket today.
Alfredo's not even here.
Got him. All right. Well, Coop, you're up first in this game. So pay attention as I'm explaining these categories because you're going to get to pick one first. Odd one out is a classic Fantasy Football Jeopardy category. I'm going to give you a category like, I don't know, 4,000 touchdowns. And I'll give you a list of 3 names. One of the names does not fit that category. They are the odd one out. So you have to tell me which name has not done the thing that's listed above. All mixed up. I mixed up some player names. So there's anagrams in there tucked into a sentence that is
an anagram.
An anagram. Take the T out of there. It's where you mix up the letters and it spells something different. Like you can like
a letter you send to your aunt.
Yeah, an antigram is a letter you send to your
Send one to Donnie Coop. Send one for 500, Donnie Coop.
An Donnie Coopagram.
How's Donnie Coop?
She's doing great, man. She's doing
awesome.
Excellent.
Glad to hear that.
Let me get her phone number after the show. I need to reach out to her.
Dude, she actually is like friends with Howard Bender on Facebook now, and I just gave her Brit Flynn because she would like send me her like Masked Singer takes to send to Brit Flynn, and I was like, and then Brit would send me to send back, and it's not even a show I watch, so I was like, why don't you guys
mess it all up?
I'm like, I don't care.
Game of telephone, but with Coop in the middle.
It literally was, dude. It's like so now they are connected too. So anyone, you can have her number. She'd love to hear from you.
Anyone can have her number.
Coop's just slightly messing up the celebrities that are in there,
just so they'd stop.
Yeah, I can't believe Victor Wembanyama in the middle of his first NBA season was on the Masked Singer. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all mixed up. There's going to be a sentence that is a clue about a player. Within that sentence, their name is anagrammed and is in bold. So you'll see the letters. They're together. They're bolded. That is the player name. The entire sentence is a clue about said player that is then anagrammed in that question. Grab bag, anything, literally anything. I didn't come here to play school. Shout out Cardale Jones. But you're going to tell me where these people didn't go to play school, where they went to play football. So I'll give you a player name in the NFL. You tell me where they played college football. You'll get points if you get it right. NFL Smiles is a new category. We got some good smiles in the NFL. I'm going to show you just the smile of a player, coach, analyst, somebody around the league. I'm going to give you options. You tell me whose smile you're looking at, and you will get those points. Wow. Before we get in there, though, Craig saying Joey is 13 and 18 in Jeopardy. Jail is 19, 38, and 3 for those keeping track at home. So, Jail, you've got the all-time win record here. What'd you say?
That is humiliating. Thank you for that, Craig.
Well, yeah. I love you phrasing an all-time win record, even though 38 losses, dude.
Man, how many? Yeah, like we played this game for so long, and Joey's still about to catch up to me.
But Joey or Jail, you've won more than a third of your games, roughly a third, which is about what would be expected.
Those records are like all Eli Manning's records, where he played so long. You're like, well, he threw a lot of touchdowns. You look at how many picks he threw.
Time is undefeated.
All right, well, Coop, you are up first. You've heard the categories. You've heard what they're about. Where do you want to start?
You know what I'm going with. I have to go with NFL Smiles. I just have to decide if I want to go big or not. I'm going to go middle of the pack. Let me get 300. NFL Smiles for 300.
NFL Smirks.
NFL Smiles for 300.
I already know.
Is that Justin Tucker, Jimmy Garoppolo, or Joe Flacco?
Come on.
That's B. That's Jimmy G.
That is Jimmy G.
Everybody knows that now.
Look at that. I should have gone 500. Look
What's
at that
happening
handsome
with his
fella.
lip right there?
What'd you say?
What's happening with his lip right there?
He just
Doesn't have a lip.
Or lacking love. Yeah.
God.
Oh, Jimmy.
That was an actual real clip.
He's kind of got like a Fire Marshal Bill thing going on there.
That's the way he laughs. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. All right, well,
Suppose-
Coop, you earned $300 for that one, putting you in the lead. Does Jimmy G have a starting job next year?
No, I don't think he does, but I think he's good enough to be within the league, and especially because his style of play is conducive to running a scout team. Like that was the problem that you ran into with certain players. Like, to be honest, who's the guy now? The guy that got blackballed. He play for the 49ers now.
Oh, Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. The one thing about Colin Kaepernick is that the way he plays, the way he runs around and scrambles around, and you know, it's not good for the scout team. It doesn't give you a good look of what other teams are doing. So I think that was honestly a big part of why people didn't want him around. Like a guy like Jimmy G, he's the perfect guy to have as a backup because he can run the scout team, do all that stuff, and then he can play if your starter gets hurt. So I think he's going to be within the league, just not as a starter.
Where you're saying a guy like Colin Kaepernick has such a unique play style compared to other quarterbacks in the league that it's not as valuable unless they're the starter for your team.
Exactly. You know, it's like guys like Cam Newton and like Tim Tebow, like they don't give you a good look at what other teams do.
Jail's mom in here hyped to see Cooper.
Oh,
Hey,
what up, Ma?
What up, Ma?
Sorry, go ahead, Joey.
I'll say I have an uncle that probably would like to come on and talk to us why Colin Kaepernick's not in the league, but I don't think we should let him come on.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
we all just had
No uncles
Thanksgiving, so we all got to hear that story this year.
that's part of it too.
He's been out of the league for 8 years. Let it go, Uncle Frank. Come on.
Grow up.
Jeez.
only.
He wore those cop socks.
Well, Coop, you get to pick Jail's next category. Where are you sending him?
So I like JL, and he's lost this game 38 times. So I know
What's one more?
that I know that he's a college football fan. He's got some decent college knowledge. So I'll give him. I didn't come here to play school.
Perfect. Right in my wheelhouse and my expertise. Let's go with 200.
200. Where did Sam Laporta play college football?
Wisconsin.
Oddly close. The University of Iowa. I
The
feel
football,
like
the tight end university.
you could switch Iowa and Wisconsin and half the country wouldn't notice, but unfortunately I did. That is no points for you, John Luke. Which means, Joey, you got free reign of the board before I let you pick your category, though. John Luke, Sam Laporta has had one hell of a rookie season, especially for a tight end, but we could even take that qualifier out of there. We look forward to like next season in redraft. I think in dynasty, like dynasty brains are already exploding for this guy. But for redraft next year, what do you think we're looking at?
For Sam Laporta?
For Sam Laporta.
I think it's much of the same. We're all big fans of Dan Campbell. I don't expect him to lose his job, and it seems like the offense he's building year over year is not one where he's just going to shift strategies. And why would he? Sam Laporta has been great. So, yeah, I would expect more of the same.
Dustin in here saying, don't discredit us Wisconsinites, saying we are like people from Iowa. We have cheese. They have
Nothing.
nothing.
Boy,
Not a
don't
snap.
people Iowa have corn? Isn't that their thing, or is that Nebraska?
That's Nebraska. I mean, I feel like a lot of states over there are claiming corn.
Yeah,
A
good luck.
lot, right?
Good luck.
Yeah,
We all love corn. You're not special.
exactly, dude. We have corn here. I had corn in the fridge, okay?
Sweet corn.
I made corn this morning, and I ate corn last night.
Well, breakfast corn?
All right,
About his poop again.
Joey, it is your turn. You've got free reign on this board. Where are you going?
I want to go to all mixed up for 300. I'm interested in this category.
All mixed up for 300. This QB on a new team in 2023 can be freakily mad on the field when necessary. So to be clear, be freakily mad is the name of the player, all mixed up. The clue is this quarterback on a new team in 2023 can be freakily mad on the field when necessary. Okay,
Baker
Joey.
Mayfield.
This is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is the correct answer. Going to earn you 300 points. Tying you up with Coop.
Wow.
Dak was in my head, but he wasn't on a new team. I kept seeing Dak. But
Yeah, it's in there kind of.
Prescott lacks a couple Y's, though. Not as many in there. Or the F.
Or the P, or pretty much all the letters, actually.
Most of them besides D-A-K.
Dak is in there.
So
Joey,
that's all of Baker Mayfield's name?
That's his whole name in there right there.
Wow, that's
every
cool.
I got a middle one, but
That's wild.
Joey, as the resident Bucks fan, are you hoping for Baker Mayfield to hold on to this position going into next season, or what are your hopes for the starter of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Coming into this year, I was saying a lot of like tank for Caleb Williams jokes. I absolutely love Baker Mayfield. I'm a Buccaneers fan, so I'm not used to having a good quarterback. I'm used to having a good defense. Baker, in a lot of ways, might be one of the best quarterbacks we've ever had on our team. And that's probably not saying a whole lot. But for me, I'm very comfortable with Baker Mayfield. If he's got Mike Evans, if he's got Chris Godwin, if the defense is there for the Bucs, I'm fine if they roll out Baker one more season. I really am.
Coop, would you rather Carson Wentz or Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay?
Jeez.
Obviously, Carson Wentz. Of course it's Baker. Of course it's Baker. I mean, but like, you make a good point though. Like, even when you guys won the Super Bowl when I was a kid, your QB was like Brad Johnson or something like that.
Brad Johnson.
Was it? Like, really, it's historically not been a good QB spot. So I like Baker. I root for him. Seems like a fun guy.
And Dustin saying Baker is a free agent after this season. I have a feeling the Bucks might try to make a move before this season's over. All right. Well, Joe, you got that one right, which means you're going to get to send Coop to his next category. Where do you want to send him?
I want to see what Odd One Out's all about. Coop, head over there.
Okay, let's do it. And I will go with, let's go middle of the pack again, see what kind of difficulty we're working with. Let's go 300.
Okay. Before we do that, we have an important update. Dustin, in fact, Googled Iowa. And for those that didn't know, Iowa is known for sour cream raisin pie, Iowa ham balls, scotcheroos, and lots of corn. So much corn.
I was like, what is a scoocheroo? I want one.
None of that's real, dude.
Scoocheroo is when you run out of toilet paper, so you just head on over to the carpet and do a little scoocheroo.
My dog was doing scoocheroos earlier. Dude, so when I saw sour cream raisin pie, my first thought was, that's going to be disgusting. But now that I've looked at pictures of it, I know for sure it is. I mean,
it reminds me a lot of Minnesota. Iowa does.
Yeah.
There's what was that thing Scott Fish was coming on telling us about?
Snicker salad.
Snicker salad.
Snicker salad. Baby.
I liked your suggestion to replace the apples with cucumbers, J.O.
Oh, delicious. Yeah. California.
Scotcheroos look like something I could get into, but where I live, we just call them
Scotch candy.
Brownies. They look like some sort of rice.
Leave it to those Iowans. They've got the shortest state name in the country, but they got to take everything and make it longer. Scotcheroos.
I was afraid to Google the apple cream pie one. It just sounded dirty.
You can't skip any words in that one. Coop, odd one out for 300. Here's what we got. 250 plus PPR fantasy points. So only one of these players does not meet that threshold. Is it Raheem Mostert, Keenan Allen, or Tyreek Hill?
That's interesting. I know Tyreek Hill does because he has more receiving yards than the entire Patriots team. Keenan Allen's been so good. I actually want to say that Raheem Mostert doesn't have it. So I'll say Mostert's odd man out.
Final answer?
Finalize it.
That is correct. Raheem Mostert at 202.3. The other two sitting above there. I thought it might be tricky with Keenan and Raheem.
It was tricky. I love Keenan Allen, though.
But you got through it. Coop, down the stretch, we keep waiting for the Raheem Mostert wheels to fully fall off. Are you starting him into the fantasy playoffs?
Yeah, I'm rocking and rolling. I'll start them both. I mean, it's very, very rare, but we have seen occasions where there's two running backs that are both RB1s. We saw it with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara. I mean, I'm willing to. Yeah,
Thunder and
Nick Chubb.
that year.
I'm willing to start. We saw it with Devonta, with
Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, there it is, dude. I just kind of. Yeah, we still got the old morning show ESP there, buddy. So yeah, and then this year I would also start David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs most weeks. So I'm willing to start both those players, dude, and no problem. Earlier this year they were going crazy, so I'm down. I'm down for it all.
It is delightful whenever this happens, where it's unexpected that a backfield will have two like solid fantasy options. Like every time this happens, it's like feels like Christmas.
There was a real world where there were no relevant fantasy running backs on the Dolphins this year. Know what I mean? Where Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane just ate into each other, and we're left there like with 3 RB3s, but they had other plans for us.
Going back to the best ball drafts in the offseason, like you could have easily had both those guys for nothing because they were going so late, dude.
Yeah.
And Herb said Najee and Jalen Warren, but actually good. Self-burn. Those are the best.
Doesn't make you feel bad.
Oh, Herms.
You got that one right, which means you get to pick Jail's next category. Where are you spending them? Or
Dude,
sending them?
I am horrified. I'm terrified of the all mixed up category. So I'm going to send you over there, dude.
Okay,
Great.
Jail.
Give me 200.
200. Would you like some Al Pastor, Ma? Said this breakout rookie when trying to make sure his mother had enough food at family dinner. So to be clear, Al Pastor, Ma, is the player's name all mixed up.
I still don't know how the last one said Baker Mayfield. I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it.
Oh, I got it.
I got it too. Joey, you're good. Joey's good at this one. Don't let him do this one.
Don't let him play.
They're just going to answer other questions and then
JL.
one of them. JL, I'm going to give you 5 seconds.
CJ Stroud. I don't know.
JL, you're going to be kicking yourself when you hear what this one is.
Yeah.
This is Sam Laporta. Sam
Laporta. All right. Nice seeing you all.
Same player you had last round, dude. The same player.
Guys, okay. So what we do is we buy JL a Sam Laporta jersey.
Dumbass tight end.
Dude, I hope Sam Laporta is the answer to every question you have today is Sam Laporta. You don't get any of them.
Tim's JL just picking the Laporta questions over and over again. And Craig likes your slacks, JL.
Yeah. Nice.
They're actually
unfortunately, Laporta has stumped you yet again, John Luke, which means Joey, you've got free reign of the board. Where you want to go?
I want to go all mixed up for 400.
All mixed up for 400.
Yeah, Joey's going to crush this category.
Also, Herm's in here at a guess. Pukla Marua. So getting all those letters in there, but just didn't quite work.
Close enough.
All mixed up for 400. Here we go, Joey. This older wide receiver might have been a metalhead in his youth when other NFL players were still in diapers.
This older wide receiver might have been a metalhead.
So metalhead in is the player's name.
Oh, man.
I'll give you about 15 seconds to solve it.
Okay.
I got this one.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I do. You can get this for sure.
You got 5 seconds.
Older wide receiver.
Do you want to throw a guess out there, Joey? Because there's no time, but just give me a guess.
Adam Thielen?
Joey, this is Adam Thielen. That is absolutely correct. You're going to earn 400 points for getting that one. And do you think Adam Thielen was a metalhead?
I mean, fits the profile, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
by that I mean it was that Bob Harris. That's all I meant by that.
Why am I helping? Why was I helping you?
I don't know. I was wondering.
Because I like you guys. I like you guys. I want you to have fun, but I won't help you anymore.
You weren't helping me.
All I did was read the question. Older wide receiver.
When he said older wide receiver the last time, because I was going division through division, and I never started in the NFC South because they're irrelevant. And then I was like, oh, Adam Thielen.
Yeah,
Nailed
there
it.
you go.
We got Maria stopping by. What's up, Maria?
Maria.
Welcome in, my friend. Well, Joey, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, you got that one right, which means you get to
At
pick
the
Coop's
last
next
second.
category. Where are you
Yeah,
sending
I'm
them?
gonna send Coop to All Mixed Up.
That's pretty rude.
1 or 5, Coop.
So I don't want Joey to get those 500 points. So I'm gonna
Fall on that sword for us.
fall on that sword. Yeah, give me the 500 for all
Here
mixed
we
up.
go.
And I actually got the last two.
This career backup running back said swag utters when he found out he was the number 6 running back in non-PPR scoring. Ignore the typo. That's supposed to say he was the number 6 scoring running back in non-PPR scoring.
Swag utters.
Just because that was his exclamation, like, oh yeah, or like, woohoo. Yeah. He just says swag utters.
Wait,
Give you about
career.
15 seconds.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Give me an answer, Coop.
Non PPR scoring.
Yep, give me an answer.
I don't got anything.
Or I'll bonk you.
Don't bonk me yet. Now you can bonk me. I have no clue.
This is Gus
Gus Edwards.
Gus Edwards is going to give you those.
God damn it.
You would have gotten it right in the
Old
chat.
swag utters.
Old swag utters.
Swag utters.
Joe, you live in Baltimore. Does he still go by that, or is that an out-of-date nickname?
No, we all still call him swag utters.
To his face or just behind his back?
Both.
To his utters.
He loves it.
His utters,
To his utters.
Scammers in here with the Gus buzz.
That
Dustin
hurts.
with Gus Edwards. Herms with Edwards of Gus. And while not quite as high in PPR scoring, I believe he's the number 18 running back in PPR. There's value to be had in an RB2 in that offense. Coop, you got this one wrong. But what do you think about Gus Edwards as we head into the fantasy playoffs?
Coop, you're pretty dumb. Coop, you're pretty dumb, bud. What do you think about this one? Could be pretty dumb. Let's hear what you think about this. So to me, this offense, they figured out what they want to do, and it's not ideal for fantasy football. You've got Lamar Jackson who runs a bit. You've got Gus Edwards who weighs 240 pounds and
Swag bring up his weight like that.
238. Well, the thing is, it makes him a good goal line back, right? But Keaton Mitchell's good in space. Justice Hill is good on pass downs. So they're going to use everybody rather than just use one guy. And Keaton Mitchell's look pretty explosive. So it's kind of a three-headed monster. But for Gus, you're just banking on touchdowns. So he's still good in standard. But in other formats, doesn't really have a high upside, you know?
Gus Edwards is 6'1".
He's 6'1", 238.
I had no idea that he was 6'1". Him and Derrick Henry and Cordero Patterson are like the only running backs in the NFL over 6
guy
foot.
we've been calling swag utters in Baltimore is not 6'1", so that might not be Gus Edwards.
Just some guy. He doesn't even play for the Ravens.
Justice Hill has been just getting screamed swag utters out of him once.
You know what else is huge is Latavius Murray's like 6'3".
All these big running
6'3".
Every time I see him out there, I'm like, what in the heck? He looks like Brandon Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
all right, well, John Luke, we are back on to you. We learned a lot about tall running backs, and you get free reign of the board because Coop missed this question.
Give me NFL Smiles 400.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I like that one.
NFL Smiles for 400.
Yep.
Here we go. Whose smile is this? Is this Ezekiel Elliott, Jonathan Taylor, or Alvin Kamara?
Got the piercing. It's Alvin Kamara.
This is the other player with a piercing. This is Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh.
You fell right into my nose ring trap.
The oldest trick in the book.
Alvin's mouth.
The oldest nose ring trick in the book. Jonathan Taylor doesn't have a nose ring, does he?
I don't think so, no. Not that I've seen. Unless he's hot. You know, you can tuck him up in the middle. So unless he's real sneaky about it. Herm's got this one. Craig got this one. Dustin got this one, but then came in with a last-minute guess of Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta.
And Tim said, I wish it was Laporta so bad.
Oh, my
that'd
God.
be
If
so
you put
good,
Laporta's
dude.
mouth on a 400 NFL Smiles question,
That
I
would've been
lost my
tough.
mind.
Unfortunately, you got tricked by the septum piercing, John Luke, which means it is Joey's
Often do.
turn. Always tricked by those.
Oh, man.
Where do you want to go?
I
Joey?
didn't come here to play school for 300. Sorry.
Also, Maria just reminding us of the ever so important fact that JL used to have a lip ring.
That's true.
Okay,
Fact.
Maria, you have my phone number. Could you please send me a photograph of that? Because
She ain't never seen it.
Oh,
I have a photo. Scott
Simon,
just said,
you have my
and
phone number.
Eyebrow ring, dude. Had a dream last night. We drove out to see Las Vegas. That's eyebrow ring music right there.
I did listen to a lot of it when I had one. Joe, you went with NFL Smiles, right?
No, it didn't. I didn't come here to play school for 300.
That's right. I didn't come here to play school for 300. Where did DJ Moore play college football?
Oh, of course.
I honestly don't know this.
Dale, I didn't know you had that
Alabama.
piercing.
I don't know.
Oh, that's bad.
Unfortunately, Joey, it is not Alabama. It is the University of Maryland, which would have been a great question for JL to get. I bet
Fantastic.
he knew that
Well,
one.
when JL went, oh man, I was like, well, he didn't go to Clemson because I would have.
You know what's? I knew that because I was actually talking with Herms, and I mentioned Torrey Smith, and he was like, he's University of Maryland, and I looked at. I was just looking at University of Maryland wide receivers like yesterday, so I actually would have known that one. I don't know a lot of college ones.
I didn't know that's why I
Stephon
read
Diggs
it.
also went there.
DJ Moore? That's
Tim
it.
says, come on, JL. Tailored to you. But
It wasn't my
for you.
question.
And Herm's got this one.
Herms
and
in the
said
chat.
ghost
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Craig has an important question for you, JL. What would a piercing called the JL be?
Probably like pierce your arms together or something. I don't know.
Calf,
think-
calf piercing,
Calf
got
pierce.
pierced calves.
Little diamonds in my calves.
That'd be kind
Like
of sick.
studs in the calf, like microdermals. You like
Yeah, that's what I was
screw
thinking.
in the
Hey,
back of your calf.
JL's new rap song, "Diamonds in My Calves."
Diamonds in
I thought it was when you
I ain't
connect your
about a
junk
bit.
to your lip. It's a JL.
I don't like these. I don't like these games where I can't have the chat open. I like the chat. Shout out chat.
Be in
I
the
miss you
chat.
guys.
Not
You can
when
be in
you're
the
in.
chat.
Not on my turn. I can't be in the chat.
Eric, and you had a question for us before we pop
Oh.
into our next Jeopardy question. And a reminder to everybody watching, ask your questions in the chat. We'll answer them. And
Yep.
right after this, I will be live. I don't know if with anybody else answering
Yes.
all of your questions because I didn't ask anybody if they would be joining me today. But at least me will be live right after this answering any and all fantasy football questions that you've got for about 20 minutes. But get them in here during
I'll
the
hang.
show.
I'll hang out with you.
You want to hang out, Coop?
Yeah, I don't
I
care.
can also do it.
I'm gonna be
solo.
really late with all my articles today, but I'll hang out for like 10 minutes.
Suck it, Bender. Eric and you said
on the show
sorry
bef-
for question. Sorry,
I just
go
want to say
ahead.
real quick on the show before this, I told Bender that you guys asked me to come on. He was like, they didn't ask me to come on. So you guys gotta reach out to
never
Bender.
will.
He wants on the show. So hit
We
him
gotta
up.
get Bender on.
Yeah.
Eric said half PPR in a weird spot with running back in the. I was trying to figure out who Bayonado was. That's the Binado. There's a lot of buys this week.
I've been watching
Would
too
you-
much basketball. I did the same thing. It's like, oh, is that the center for the Heat?
Would you risk sitting Charbonnet for Mostert despite his questionable status in Achan's return? I'm making that. That's a big enough difference between Charbonnet and Mostert for me that I'll make that risk and just make sure you've got someone ready to start in case Mostert doesn't go. Coop, you doing the same
Miami's gonna just
I'm with
wreck.
you on that. Yeah, I'm starting.
They're gonna
Mostert.
wreck Washington, right?
I would start Mostert. Yeah, I would start Mostert regardless of whether Achan's back. But yeah, if Mostert's out, then you'll have to scrap. But I don't have no interest in starting Charbonnet against the Cowboys tonight.
100%.
Also, Marisa Jail can hardly get some pants over his calves. A piercing would be terrifying.
Oh,
You'd be
no.
ripping that out so fast.
Shorts only, bro.
Oh,
I have one tailor. Only a single tailor I'll use. Nobody
Ooh,
else.
Why'd that have to be the man, Simon? Why didn't you have like an embarrassing?
I was hoping. I was immediately first thought. I was like, what was he?
That'd be the
looking at?
best.
I always close out my incriminating pornographic material at least 5 minutes before the show ends.
I just looked at my other screen and it's just pictures of Scotcheroos. So I don't got anything weird up either. I do have some kind of weird stuff up.
All right. Well, Joey, unfortunately, you did not know where DJ Moore played college
I
football,
didn't,
which means, Coop,
no.
you've got free reign of this board. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go NFL Smiles for 500. I like this
NFL
category.
Miles for 5. Is this Buda Baker, Calvin
Oh,
Johnson, or
man.
Hines Ward?
That's 100% Hines Ward.
Yeah,
That is,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
as a rule,
Yeah.
I put former players in the 500 category 99% of the time, but he's got maybe the most famous smile of any NFL
Yeah.
player.
Angel.
Coop, that's going to add 500 to your score.
Almost.
And Hines Ward was the head coach of the San Antonio Brahmas, the XFL team.
Shout out Brahmas, bro.
Stop making up team names, Simon.
You're right.
San Antonio Bayanados.
This, So that's the new player they drafted. That's the new that's the rookie, Victor Baianato.
Victor Baianato.
Yeah.
That kid's good. You guys got their own Spurs.
And his arms are so long.
Yeah, he
Oh
can't
my
rebound, but he's good. Like
It's amazing.
I don't know why he can't.
He's
He's
gonna-
7 feet tall.
He can gain about 70 pounds, I think, and still look
Yeah.
normal. So he just needs to like turn into a
Dude.
man because I think he's still a child and he looks that good out there on the NBA court. Know what I mean? Like, I'm not convinced he has armpit hair yet.
Did you see his
Get it.
Halloween costume? It was so good.
No, I didn't see
What
it.
was it?
He was Slender Man
Oh, that's so good.
with the white mask and the suit. Dude.
Oh,
You gotta check it out. It's actually legitimately scary.
That would be actually scary. All right. Well, I forgot where we were. Coop, you got the smile right, which means you get to send JL to his next category.
Oh man, I don't want to punish JL anymore, but I really don't want to do any more all mixed up.
Somehow sense where Sam Laporta is.
I'm just
I needed him.
No, he's not in Sam. He was already in all mixed up. I'm sending you to all mixed up because I don't like that.
All right.
All right.
You get the 100.
Thanks, Coop.
After losing to the Eagles on Monday night, this wide receiver can't stand their Kelly green jerseys.
Why is it so hard?
I know. Who played on what? Oh, wait.
JL, I just realized I'm just going to give you the point straight up for this question because I messed the clue up.
Was it supposed to be Josh Allen?
Okay.
No, it's just not true at all because Tyreek Hill no longer plays on the Chiefs. He plays on the
They
Dolphins.
played on the other
And
team.
whenever I made this clue, I was so desperate to fit the anagrams into a clue that my brain determined he still played on the Chiefs.
But
John Luke, for my
Eagles played
incompetence,
the Bills last week.
Great.
You're welcome. Yeah, the Eagles. No
The
part of
Eagles-
this.
this question's aft.
No part of this question is right because they
they
didn't.
just played the Eagles on Monday night, did they not? The Chiefs did on November 20th.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
not
there
November
was another-
30th. They played. You skipped a week. They played the Bills last.
I didn't
week.
say last week. I said after
okay.
losing to the Eagles on Monday
Okay.
night, this wide receiver can't stand their
All
Kelly
right.
green jerseys.
That's fair.
So
I imagine
while I
playing
was
golf with you
wrong,
is very fun,
double
Simon.
wrong, Joey, I was only single wrong.
There you go. Vindication.
Vindication.
You're on the board, buddy. Good job.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
only points were given were handed to me because
All right. Well, we had a
Pretty-
question here
pretty good.
before we get to our next one. Quincy Davis in here said, "What up, fellas? I need some help. Should I flex Charbonnet, Higgins, Josh Palmer, or Joe Mixon? Looking at potentially getting Noah Brown off the waiver wire as well. Joey, if you're looking to start one of these players, who's it going to be?
Yeah, I'm moving away from Charbonnet tonight against Dallas. That defense is just stout. I'll go Mixon here. And then I didn't read the second part of the question yet, but I
Would
will
you
now.
drop any of those players for Noah Brown?
No.
Jill, what
Yeah,
about
maybe
you?
Josh Palmer.
Were you
Palmer is the one that I
Yeah,
would be
Jo-
okay dropping.
The most recent update. So, like, he's asking about Josh Palmer for the flex. Josh Palmer's not even.
It's not playing.
He's not playing. And the most recent update was that he could return this season, which does not sound good. It doesn't sound like a guy that's going to come back right when he's eligible, right?
No, that doesn't sound like someone who's questionable for Sunday either.
No.
All right, JL, you got that one right. Congratulations. So you get to
Wow.
pick Joey's next category. Where are you sending him?
Congratulations, Joe.
Huh. Let's send Joey to grab bag.
400.
400 in grab bag. What is Rob Gronkowski's middle name? Is it James, Steele, Shannon, or Arthur?
Shannon.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's James. The most common middle name in the United States also belongs to Robert James Gronkowski.
I wanted it to be Steele so bad, dude.
You did the double S thing, and I thought Steele was ridiculous.
You think
I
he
was
would
like,
go by
oh, then
Rob
Shannon.
if his middle name was Steele?
Yeah,
That's a good
so
point.
true, dude.
It's really good. Steele Gronkowski.
Oh my god, it's always too
Oh,
good.
man.
Scott Fish in
That's
here with
good.
James getting that one right. Nice job. I see you guys are on a middle name basis. Coop, where do you want to go?
I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the two. I'm gonna take the 200 from NFL Smiles because I think these ones are. I can get these ones.
Is this
Oh,
Sean
my-
Payton, Kevin James, or Scott Van Pelt?
I badly wanted to be Kevin James, but that's Sean Payton.
This is not Paul Blart Mall Cop. It is Sean Payton, though, with his
That
little
picture.
Keebler elf looking grin sitting there on the podium.
How are you not going to pick his like pursed lips, Sean Payton?
No,
That's
that's
like
the one.
iconic Sean Payton.
Because this one's so cute.
That's
He just looks so funny.
That looks
Coop.
just like the smile I had last Sunday when his running back Samaje Perine scored a touchdown.
Samaj my PP.
Mhm.
That's the guy.
Oh, I was.
Shout out Kevin James.
Oh,
Shout out Kevin James.
All right, Coop. Where are you sending John Luke after identifying Mr. Sean Payton?
I'm gonna let's have him pull one out of the grab bag here.
300.
300 in grab bag. What is the name of this Pokemon? Is it Flamigo, Flapperade, or Flamazingo?
That's a Pokemon.
That is a Pokemon.
I'm more of a Gen 1 guy. I'm more of a Pokemon Blue type guy.
Hey, Flamigo.
Jail, you're absolutely correct.
That
This is
sounds right.
a Flamigo, not Flamazingo, even though they really missed an opportunity there. That's going to earn you.
Flamazingo had 13 rebounds last night.
Yeah, he's making
It
a
all
case
sounds
for
like-
Rookie of the Year, but it's going to be tough.
It's gonna be nice, dude.
Also, Tim said Flamigo is one of my favorite lazy ones. Yeah, like some Pokemon are so clever, and then this one, they just took the N out of Flamingo and called it something.
That's friends.
Pretty
Flamigo.
good, dude.
It's almost as good as a seal, which is just the animal seal, and then they spelled it wrong. They just replaced the A with an E,
I've always been a fan of Ekans, which is just snake backwards.
and then evolves into Arbok, which is just Cobra backwards.
Bingo.
Scamper said Flapperade or else. Well, else is happening. John Luke, where are you sending Joey?
Send Joey to, I didn't come here to play school.
400.
Okay, Joey. Where did Zach Moss play college football?
No idea.
Oklahoma.
I'm sorry, it is the University of
he did
Utah
not.
where Zach Moss played college football.
I've been to Utah. Zach Moss is not from Utah.
Herms got that one right. Nice job.
Well, maybe you should be on the
Herms.
show, Herms.
Yeah,
Okay.
Herms.
Quit showing us up, Herms. Mods,
Should have went with Sam La Puerta.
remove him.
You went to Iowa.
Sam Lapuerta with the Al Pastor.
La Puerta.
All right, Coop, you got
Baller.
free reign of this board. Where do you want to go?
Let me get the odd one out for 400.
Odd one out for 400. 9+ wins. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Only one of these teams does not have 9 wins. Who is it?
This sounds like something I should know, doesn't it? I know the Eagles have 10. Do the Chiefs not have 9? I'm going to go with the Chiefs are the odd team out here.
The Chiefs are the odd team out with 8
Yes.
wins. The Ravens have 9. The Eagles sitting there at 10. Nice job. Also, the
lead
challenge
NFL analyst. I don't even know what records these teams have.
They
Is
lead,
that the title they gave you?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's it, dude. Yeah.
say lead NFL 3 times really fast.
I
Lead
don't know.
NFL. Lead NFL.
Lead
Lead
NFL, lead
NFL.
NFL.
Lead NFL.
Can't do it.
That was
Lead
pretty
a
good.
league.
Joe.
Say railroad.
Railroad, 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 railroad,
Oh,
railroad,
man.
railroad,
Railroad. Ooh, you're actually pretty good at that. Railroad.
railroad.
Let me tell you, JL has a dexterous tongue.
That was really good. Joey, you try.
Dexter's tongue. What?
Nailed it, Joey.
You got it.
Good.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Coop, you got those points added. Did I already add those?
No.
No, I did not, actually. That puts you up at 1,700 ahead of your opponents. JL, it is your turn, but Coop gets to pick your category. Where do you want to send them, Coop?
Why don't you go over to I didn't come here to play school.
Oh boy.
1 or 5, JL.
Let's go with 500.
500. Where did Brandon Marshall play
oh,
college
I feel like I know
football?
Florida State.
You
So
are
close.
Oddly close.
Yeah.
It is the University of Central Florida. UCF is
Yeah.
where Brandon Marshall played. So close.
Did you
JL.
know? You
Cannot
knew
believe
that,
I
Joey?
didn't get that.
You knew
Huh?
that, Joey?
I went to high school with them. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. I should have remembered that.
The
before
only
we hit
reason, the only
500.
reason I could get the state
What a
probably.
race of that question, dude. Yeah. None of us got the
I
ones we
never-
should have gotten. I should have got Laporta. Like,
Jail should have gotten DJ Moore.
Right,
And
that's
Joey
what I'm
should have gotten
saying.
Brandon Marshall.
He's truly one of the players that put UCF on the map, because when he committed to UCF, everyone was kind of surprised he didn't go to Florida, because he had the talent to go to Florida at that time, but he wanted to stay home, close to home, and he went to UCF, and he's truly one of the players that put that school on the map. So
Stephon Diggs,
shout out Brandon Marshall.
He didn't put Maryland on the map, but a similar reason, I think, that he went to Maryland.
He wanted to stay home, make it happen in his home state. All right. Well, unfortunately, no points for you on that one, John Luke, which means Joey gets to pick his next category. Where are you going?
Oh, God. I'm just going to – Simon, I love you. I've worked with you for 2.5 years. I'm just kind of hoping our brainwaves connect. I'm going to go grab back 500 because I need the monies.
Which movie sequel did I make up?
What?
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, More American Graffiti, Mean Girls 2, Dirty Dancing, Havana Nights, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, or Zathura, Journey into Darkness.
Those aren't all made up?
Only one of these is made up. All of these are real movie sequels except for one. I need you to identify the one that is not a real movie.
Okay,
sequel.
are these – I'm going to be really pretentious right now. Are these
If it's a real movie, then I'm counting it as a sequel. If it exists, it is a sequel.
Okay, so that doesn't answer the question I was going to have.
What was your question?
Is it like, do direct-to-DVD movies count?
Yeah.
Or does it have to have played in a movie theater? See, I don't know if we're going to just don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is a movie. More American Graffiti is a movie. Mean Girls 2, that's my direct sequel question. I don't know. Dirty Dancing Havana Nights is, I took a girl on a date to that movie and ended well. Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, don't think that's right. But Zathura, Journey into Darkness. Oh, man.
I've never heard the word Zathura in my life.
I know of Zathura.
Where is that? That's
Man, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. It just
trick me to help Joey, Coop. Nice try.
I'm going to go Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. I just,
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Zathura, Journey into Darkness. They actually did make the second Percy Jackson book into a movie. Everyone just forgets. Zathura, there was just the original Jumanji space knockoff.
More American Graffiti. That's serious.
More American Graffiti is a real movie, and Mean Girls 2 is a real movie. And Scott Fish in the chat said Zathura never got a sequel.
What the hell is Zathura?
See,
it's like Jumanji, but in space.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Saying Jumanji,
dude. So I just heard a Jumanji.
Jumanji?
Why am I saying Jumanji now? What? I just heard
Jumanji and Jumanji.
I just heard a Jumanji. I didn't realize that the same actor played his dad that played the hunter, and that's part of the whole thing.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams' dad in the beginning, that works at like the sneaker factory, also plays the hunter, and it's supposed to be like a thing where it's like that's like part of it. He was the bad guy. He was a bad guy when he was a kid, and then he's the bad guy when he's in this other place.
I haven't seen Jumanji in forever. I'm gonna have to go watch it. See if I can catch on.
Let's all watch Jimji tonight.
Jumanji. And Scott Fish said I own Zathura. And Scampers came in and guessed More American Graffiti. I'm almost positive. I'm not positive anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Seems such a.
You got
that was the name.
You know what? Good.
Maria, what's up, Maria? Welcome in. What'd you say, Coop?
I was just saying that's the name they went with, but Joey, you go ahead.
I was saying, do you know who directed American Graffiti?
Yeah.
I think it was George Lucas.
Tim Scorsese.
Really?
Like Star Wars guy. Yeah. Somebody fact check me on that. I could be mixed up.
I think I'm with JL. I think it's Tim Scorsese.
Yeah.
Scampers in here. Jimmy G is a great film. I missed that one. But unfortunately, no points for you, Joey, which means Coop, we're back to you. We got time for one more round at least. Where are you going?
Odd one out, 500.
Odd one out, 500.
5 Jumanjis.
3,000 plus passing yards. CJ Stroud, Sam Howell, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, that's a ridiculous question. Stroud's got to have it. He's got so many multiple 100-yard games, and Sam Howell leads the league in pass attempts. I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes does not have 3,000 yards.
That is correct. I tried to go with the double trick here on the 500, make you think I wouldn't put the tricky answer, but you got it, Coop. That is going to be an additional 500 for you, making this lead pretty big as we head into Final Jeopardy shortly. But you get to pick JL's next category. Where do you want to send them?
Let's let you do the smiles one. Those are fun, JL. Just for you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Give me Sam Laporta, 200.
Sam Laporta, 200.
Oh,
JL, is this Darren Waller, Bill Belichick, or Russell Wilson?
I've never seen Bill Belichick smile.
That's Bill.
Could be him. I'll go with Darren Waller.
That's Bill.
That's the best smile in all of football right there, folks.
The number one smile as determined by myself and Auntie Coop. JL, that is going to earn you an additional $100, bringing you up to a crisp $500.
Simon,
Where are you sending Joey?
Your crush married my crush.
Darren Waller?
He married Kelsey Plum.
So cool.
Well, we can't kill either one of them now, can we? Because we both have a crush on the other.
Is that your plan?
Maybe if you have to.
It's always the plan.
Always I like to keep my options on
Of course.
Joe, where are you sending Joey?
Send Joey to the school one.
Okay, the school one. 100 for Joey. Where did Jameis Winston play college football?
I'm not going to say the name of the school. I'll take a 0.
You taking a knee?
I know what it is. I just don't want to give them any more.
Go ahead, dude.
Any more
You
publicity.
taking the ball, Joey?
They play at a school in Tallahassee. Played at a school in Tallahassee.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
I'm going to accept a school in Tallahassee and give you 100
Yeah.
points.
Tallahassee Tech. The Tallahassee Tech Scotcheroos.
Tallahassee Panhandle State University.
I'll
Here
take
said Tallahassee, best city in Florida.
Best city,
Dustin
yeah.
said Publix and said more specific, Publix seafood section. Good one.
Publix is dope, but they have an even better. They have an even better grocery store down there called like Seed to Table. Dude, it was like a party when I went. People were drinking beers at the grocery store.
That sounds expensive.
There was live music, bro. You could pick out like a steak and they cook it for you there. Like that place is lit. That's like my favorite restaurant.
Will they throw it away?
There's not a whole lot of them though.
There's not a lot of
Right.
them. They're pretty sick though, right?
They're
Have to pay
awesome.
for
Yeah,
it?
I wouldn't want.
You can grocery shop there, but you can also just hang and like watch live music and crush beers and stuff. I watched half the combine there.
They can get faced.
Just get wild.
Did they have an upstairs one? The one you went
The
to?
upstairs one? Yeah, with the
Yep.
upstairs one. Sick.
You show up to the checkout
Yeah,
line, you just got one box of every variety of Cheez-Its in your cart, and you're like, I gotta run an experiment.
Dude, literally that's the shopping I did. I was banged up when I left. I was like, we gotta get these.
We got a question in
Deep
here from Brett
ribeyes.
before we get into our last round here. Brett wants to know, Nico Collins or Calvin Ridley this week? John Luke, if you had to decide between those two wide receivers for fantasy football, what would you decide?
It's close. I'd probably lean Nico. The tank
I agree.
maybe practicing.
They're both hot right now, but Nico gets the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. Make it a triple Nico right there. We got time for one more if we run through it right here. Coop, what do you want? No, Joey. Did Joey get that one right? Yes, he did, which means, Joey, you get to pick Coop's category.
Coop's gonna go to grab bag.
200. Go.
Do the following math problem.
Oh, come on.
32.
Final answer?
Yep.
Oh.
Liar.
This is 32, and in case
Pendergrass.
anyone- it is Pendergrass.
No big deal, dude.
Or
Don't
someone in
worry
the
about
chat once said Pedmass.
DK Metcalf.
Need
Don't
Moss.
worry about it. Game's easy. Pemdas had 4 assists yesterday.
Pendergrass enforced it. It's incredible how many.
You could do that with every word.
Yeah.
Alley-oop to the
NBA
hot
props,
partners.
everybody.
I'm glad you invented that, Joey. I'm gonna start doing that.
Coop, where'd you send JL? Or where are you going to send him?
I'll keep him in grab bag. Grab bag's fun.
Grab bag for 100. What is the plural of the word Lego according to Lego? Is it Lego, Legos, or Lego bricks?
Legolas.
Or Legolas, the fourth option not listed here.
Legolas is that guy from the.
I think it's probably
Harry
Lego
Potter, yeah.
brick.
This is the toughest question that's been on the entire board.
Yeah, 100. Fantastic. Let's go with Lego bricks.
JL, you are absolutely correct. It is Lego bricks. And this is from an official press statement from the Lego company saying they prefer for them to be called Lego bricks.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish Legos, but it's Legos.
Yeah, as soon as it said according to the brand, I was like, oh yeah, it's
Can't be
Lego.
Legos. Yeah, it's like
it's Lego bricks. That's
It's
probably what it
Lego.
sounded like.
And Herm said Legolas is the Hobbit from Narnia. Yeah, exactly.
I love
correct.
that movie.
that's right. Yep.
All right. Well, JL, you got that one right. Where are you sending Joey for the last question?
Let's send him to Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta. Joey, would you like 100 or 200?
200, please.
Okay. 8+ rushing touchdowns. David Montgomery, Brian Robinson Jr., and Jalen Hurts. So I need the one player out of these three that does not have 8+ rushing touchdowns.
David Montgomery missed time. He's had a really good season, so I'm gonna go Montgomery because I think Brian Robinson's had a good year. How many of those have been receiving touchdowns? That they've done so many tush pushes that Jalen Hurts has it. So I'll go David Montgomery.
David Montgomery, final answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is
Okay.
Brian Robinson with 5. David Montgomery has 9 rushing touchdowns, even with the time that he's missed. So unfortunately, no points for you.
Heck.
But the chat was on this one. Herms and Mr. Scamper's getting that one right. Nice job, guys. The last question, just so you see it, 100+ targets. TJ Hawkinson, Alvin Kamara, Michael Pittman Jr.
I don't know.
Kamara is the only one, and he ain't even close. All right.
I don't know.
Get your pen and paper ready. Coop has 2,400. Jail has 600. Joey has 800. Write down your wagers. The category is – what is the category? Oh, no. I lost it. I'll find it. The category is 2023 NFL season. 2023 NFL season is the category.
When you need our wager, can you put
write
our
your wager down.
back up there?
Joey has 800. JL has 600. And Coop has 2,400.
What's up? What's up,
I think
dudes?
if you risked it all, I think you could set the record today.
You're just going
Might
for
be
the
able
high
to
score.
set 2 records.
Chad, is that smart?
I think so.
Dustin did say, risk it all, cowards. And Craig said, please have the final answer be Sam Laporta. Joe thinks I'm trying to trick him again. All right, let me know when you guys have your wagers written down.
I have it.
I have it.
Let's see it. $7.99 from Joey.
Mine's 7.
600.
That says 700, but my light's too bright.
600 from JL. Is that what that says?
Yep.
And 700 from Coop. All right. Well, here is your final question. What I want to know is, which of the following teams would not make the playoffs if the season ended today? Which of the following teams would not make the playoffs if the season ended today? The Colts, the Falcons, or the Texans? Also, Craig in here letting us know 5,800 by Eric Moody is the record. Took down Herms for that record.
What do I have?
You have 2,400.
5,800 is that's a crazy number, dude. I couldn't
Well,
even get to that.
Moody is one of the smartest men I've ever met.
He's so handsome too.
And he's so handsome. God
damn that Moody.
We should do like superstar, get Moody, Jim Coventry, and I don't know, Herms is killing it in the chat. Get Herms up here and have like a superstar Jeopardy battle.
Dame's an all-timer in the chat.
I feel like if this was a team Jeopardy, the three of us combined would have done really well.
No question.
Because we all had knowledge in this game, just we got the wrong questions.
Yeah, JL got that one right.
I didn't get any right. Did all my points.
You got
Darren remember the one you got 100 for? You did good.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Waller's handsome face.
Herms says Dawson has a creek, but Moody has a point. And do you guys have your answers written down?
I do.
We all have gifts.
God, Herms, I love Moody's point so much. It's one of the best things that's ever been created. And thank you for making a reference. Have you guys watched Moody's Point recently?
No.
The fake soap opera that was on the Amanda Show. It's incredible. All right, let's see those answers, baby. B from Joey. JL, what does yours say?
Atlanta.
B from JL. And Coop, what does yours say?
Mine says
Can't see it. Sorry, Coop.
C,
Uh-oh.
the Texans. Well, the correct answer is the Houston Texans. Atlanta makes it in by way of leading their division right now.
Division.
They're
Give
in
me
their
a break.
division.
Yeah.
So if the season ended today, they would make it. The Texans are on the outside looking in, unfortunately, which means, Coop, you're going to add 700 to your score, making your final score 3,100 and your first ever win on the Fantasy Football Game Show. Congratulations.
I just want to be humble and say, eat it, nerds. Also, I wanted to point out that the only reason I knew that is I saw a meme the Steve Buscemi meme, "Hello, fellow kids," with the Falcons on there said, "Hello, fellow playoff teams." That's the only reason I knew that one. So, shout out memes, shout out chat, shout out you guys, man. Thanks for having me on, dude. This is a lot of fun. I love you guys.
Love you.
Everybody watching, go follow our friend Coop on Twitter at Coop8Fiasco. Truly, you're missing out if you are not. We love this dude. We love him so much. We did almost 200 3-hour shows with him.
Unspeakable acts on top of that.
So good, dude. So many hours of love. Yeah.
And I'll have to say, like, when you guys had the morning show, Coop was the one that was like, Joey, you should come on, while you two a-holes were like, no, Joey, you can't come on today. Coop was the one that got me on.
Fighting to get on you, especially when we're talking movies. It's like, well, you have a movie expert right here, right?
Where?
JL, I think he studied film in college too, and I love that you call me the movie
You're all
expert.
film guys.
I didn't go to college. I just went to the movie theaters.
JL studied
I didn't
computers
go
in
to
college.
Computers.
Same thing.
Computers, movies,
I thought you
football,
took film classes. Oh.
love.
Well, the same.
Front Yard Fantasy. Guys, that is going to be it for the game show today. But right after this, I'm going to be live. I think Coop's joining me for a little bit for some fantasy football office hours. Coop, check your inbox for that link. I'll send it to you on Twitter and we'll jump over there. I'm going to run to the restroom. Coop's going to run a couple laps in his house. JL's going to run to the mini mart, and Joey's just running for no reason. But we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. Get your questions answered at office hours right after this. Until then, though, we are out of here. Big congrats to Coop. Big thanks to the chat. And big dubs to whoever you're cheering for tonight. Adios, everybody. Sam.
So I was going to come on office hours, then Coop said he was going to be on, so hell no.
Oh.